it's Christy back with another video, and we are continuing the metallic watercolor series today with the Sennelier French artist watercolor set of 6 metallics. So I bought these because I do have a whole kit of Sennelier paints. Matter of fact, they sit on my windowsill as one of my favorites here. So I have a whole host of, more than that now. I bought a few more extras. So you can see this is a well-loved palette by me. I use it a lot. I really like how their paints flow. I think they are worth the money, and they often go on sale. So you can get a pretty good deal on a nice starter set if you pay attention on Amazon. I've pointed it out a few times in the past, but I bought these to go with that set. Now, after a little bit more exploration, I'm not sure I'm going to use them in tandem, but let me walk you through what they are, how they work. So unlike Daniel Smith that doesn't have a set of their metallics, Sennelier has a set of 6, and I believe they have a set of 12. Okay, so these are one of the pricier options on our list. This set ran me about $50 for 6 paints. So that's pretty crazy, and they also don't come dried down. They only come in tube form. So I am going to use them straight out of the tube today, since that's how they come. So if I end up, when I use them straight out of the tube, not liking it or feeling like they would be better dried down, then I will dry them down, and this video might take an extra day to get out, so we'll see. But we have iridescent gold, iridescent copper, iridescent light purple, iridescent light blue, iridescent yellow green, I believe this is silver, and iridescent silver in this set. So it's a pretty nice set for the purposes of mixing, for the purposes of kind of having each of one color, minus maybe a real traditional red color or pink color in there. But for the price, this was what I wanted. It does come with a nice gold, silver, and copper. So if you're looking just for the pure, non-pigmented, metallic, traditional metallic colors, they are in here. So let's go ahead and get to swatching and testing and see what we think about this very expensive set. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention that I noticed. I bought these specifically because I thought they would go with my Sennelier Artist Quality paints. When I looked at the back, it says pigment, micas, so there's no pigment information, and they are not light fast rated. So that was very disappointing for the price tag, that these don't have micas and they aren't light fast tested. I tried to look them up on Sennelier's website. I couldn't even find them on Sennelier's website, but I did buy them from Blick, so I know they're legit. I just am frustrated by that fact. There are definitely other paints with light fast ratings and that have artist grade pigments. So if that is something that's important to you, you should know it for this set, especially when they are as expensive as they are. So just my 2 cents. I'm going to go ahead and swatch, and we will see what they look like. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here we are. I have lots of thoughts on these paints. So, first of all, I ended up drying them down. So, I wet them and I did the big swatches when they were wet, and then the little swatches underneath I did when they were dried down, and there is not a noticeable difference. I actually said on my paper that I was worried there would be a noticeable difference, but there wasn't, and so it ends up being something that I just discounted. So whenever you are looking at these, whether you wet them down or you use them straight from the tube, they're going to look pretty similar. And here are the swatches on black paper. These are a little bit weak on black paper. Specifically, any of the cool tones were weaker. Look at how my jellyfish looks kind of amorphous. It does not have clear colors. So you might wonder why I always do the tests that I do. So I always like to do a test with some leaves just to see how, if I just am using my paintbrush, like a normal paintbrush, what kind of color saturation I'm getting with a full loaded brush. And then the reason I always do the little jellyfish is because I use two colors that I want to blend together, but I also want to be distinct. And I just think that's a really nice test to see how well the colors do with that. The black did not do that well on this test. The flow was pretty standard. I gave it, I think, a 4 out of 5 on flow. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It did feel like some of the pigment flowed a little bit better than the mica. So if you notice there, like that blue is really kind of filled out, but the mica part of it is only in the middle. And these performed okay. They weren't great. There are a lot of other metallic paints I would pick up first. So that's just something to keep in mind when you think about them. Now, they do come in tubes. That could be a big benefit for you if you're somebody that fills a portable painter or likes to paint on the go a lot and refills a standard palette that you keep on your desk. You might really want tube paints and you might want colored tube paints. These are definitely more affordable than the Daniel Smith tube paints because they come in sets. So here's what we have total. For my purposes, I could get 6 of them for $50. 12 of them for between $90 and $100. There's only 12 in the line. They do come in a separate palette. They're mica only. There's no real pigment information, and there's no light fast ratings. That might not matter, and a lot of the time, I think if you're using metallic watercolor, you're not really interested in light fastness, but depending on the other art supplies you're using, it might be something that you care about. And at this price point, that could matter to you. I thought these performed very nicely on the white paper. They're definitely more glittery than they are pearlescent. And I gave them a B on the black paper. I just didn't think they did as well on the black paper as others. These are pricey for what they are. I'd buy Daniel Smith paints before I did these if I was doing artist quality work. They do come in tubes. No color shifting, no holographic, no other specialty. They are very available in the US. So I gave them a 4 out of 5 on shine, 4 out of 5 on versatility. The color variety is good. The 12 set has a lot of the colors that I was missing in this set. So if you were to buy the full line, you would have good color versatility, color variety. Flow was 4 out of 5. Like I said, I'm giving these a 3 out of 5 on price. I don't think they're so great for the price tag on them. And they get a 4 out of 5 on pigmentation. That puts them at a 24 out of 30, and it's kind of a middle of the pack score at this point. I kind of tried to save some of these more high-end expensive brands to the end. I definitely think I like Daniel Smith better than these. I think that I liked Calero better than these. Calero definitely had light fast information. They had so much versatility, and they were much more affordable than this. And you're getting more paint, without a doubt. So that's something to think about. We still have a couple of expensive brands coming up that we're going to talk about. So keep tuned. We're almost done with this. It's May. I'm hoping to have this done by the end of June, and we'll do a big wrap-up video where we talk about all of these and I kind of compare some of the legacy brands for each other and some of the artisan brands to each other and overall pictures of all of this. So what do you guys think of these? Does anybody have them? Have you played with them longer than me? I would love to know everybody's thoughts in the comments below. And that's going to be it for me today. I hope that this inspires you to paint some sparkly leaves today, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.